He cries out in agony, a young rebel fighter badly injured on the front line. Pyo Taik San's leg has been shattered by a grenade. The pain is difficult to bear, but despite it all, he's still committed to the cause. In Myanmar, resistance comes in many different forms. Yuri and Tracy were final year medical students in Yangon when the military seized power 3 years ago. They left everything behind to work in this secret jungle hospital, treating civilians and rebel fighters. Dr. Yuri takes us to an operating theatre they've been forced to build underground. They've been hit by airstrikes before in a previous location.
You think they targeted you deliberately?
Yeah, I think it's very obvious that we are the only thing situated there, and the airstrike the whole area like multiple times. So we had to stop the operation, and we have to flee underground into our bunkers.
Every day, the young couple fight to save lives with stretched resources. There's no UN presence in rebel-held territory, no major international charities. And the regime isn't trying to win hearts and minds. It wants to terrorize the population into submission. This 16-year-old was walking in his village when he stepped on a landmine. His left arm and leg have been amputated. He's one of Dr. Tracy's most recent cases.
How do you deal with it yourself?
I don't know. Just cry. Cried aloud. It's okay. But we have to stand up again just to treat those patients. Yeah.
The regime's ruthless attacks on civilians haven't quashed support for the revolution, but they have driven many from their homes.
Across this country, you see these ghost towns and villages that are completely deserted. This is Mobie. Resistance forces are now in full control here, but it doesn't seem as if anyone has dared come back yet.
There's a fear of renewed fighting and of hidden landmines. Pozor has no protective gear, no professional training.
Jeez, that's a lot.
But he's volunteered for one of the most dangerous jobs you can imagine. Clearing landmines with his bare hands. We follow Pozor as he heads out on his latest mission to a rural road where he's sure he'll find more mines.
He
walks out into the undergrowth, but warns it's too dangerous for us to follow him.
It's pretty crazy. He's just walking around in a minefield, no protection. If something were to happen, very, very little chance that he'd be able to get any kind of medical treatment in time to save his life. I guess he feels if he's not going to do it, then who is?
He often films himself, and with a camera fitted, he scans the ground, carefully weighing each step. Then, amidst the dried shrubs and dusty earth, he spots something and pulls it out. He's defused the mine and brought it back to show us. He suspects there's more mines out on the path, but his eye is tearing up. He's suffering from a suspected cataract, but finding treatment amidst the war is unlikely.
It's a horrible thought, but it seems inevitable that at some stage you're going to get at the least very badly hurt.
တွေးမိပါတယ်ဟိုဘယ်လိုပြောလဲစိတ်ကူးရင်နဲ့လည်းခံစားဘူးတယ်ပေါ့နော်ပြက်ခဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်အဲ့ဒီခြေလောက်တစ်ဖက်အပြက်အတိုင်းနဲ့လည်းဆက်ပြီးတော့ရှာမယ်ဆိုတာလည်းဆုံးဖြတ်ထားတယ်ဆက်ပြီးတော့လှုပ်နေအောင်မယ်ဆိုတာလည်းဆုံးဖြတ်တယ်ဟောပေါ့နော်ဒီပြည်သူအတွက်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျွန်တော်အသက်ရှင်နေတည်ရတော့ဆက်ပြီးတော့ရှာနေအောင်ပါပဲ
It's a heroic personal struggle, but an uphill one. Myanmar is now one of the most heavily mined countries in the world. More than 2 million people have fled their homes, unsure if they'll ever be able to return. Many now live in temporary camps like this. The regime has banned international charities from operating in rebel-controlled territory. Augusta, like many here, is fighting her own battle just to survive. Even amidst the pain and uncertainty, the seeds of a parallel state are emerging. There's a new police force, though everyone's a volunteer.
What's happening here isn't just an armed insurgency, it's a social revolution. We've come now to a clearing in the forest where a group of lecturers have set up a makeshift university.
Around 100 students attend classes here in subjects from maths to zoology. The actual university is too close to the fighting, so they're building a new jungle campus.
You see yourself as part of this revolution?
ကျိုးလက်နက်ကိုင်တော်လှန်တဲ့လူကျွန်တော်တို့ကပညာရေးဝန်ထမ်းတွေဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဒီစစ်အစိုးရအာဏာရှင်စနစ်ကိုမကျင့်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဟန်တဲ့ပညာရေးသမားတွေကပညာရေးတော်လှန်နေခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်
In parts of Karenni State, now under stable rebel control, life is returning to some sort of normality. There's a sense of resilience, of sacrifice, and of hope. But everyone knows no new future can truly begin until this war ends.
Sikander Kamani reporting, and a dubbed version of that will be on our website shortly. In a statement to us, Myanmar's military dismissed the rebels as terrorists and said accusations that it deliberately targets civilians are fake news. The UN High Commissioner on Human Rights, though, has said the regime aims to repress, terrify, dehumanize and destroy all opposition to it.